Welcome to another session of computer science class. Student, we are in a sixth day of chapter number 2. You have gotten me. So, in today's lecture session, we will discuss two topics. One is receiving and forwarding an email, and the second one is adding signature. Yesterday, if you remember, I sent a mail to three different mail IDs. One is the person to whom I am going to send a mail, which is kept in to section. Second one is in CC section, and the third one is on BCC section. So today we will check the mail that I have sent to those mail IDs, how it looks like, and what is the purpose of forwarding an email. Then we'll go ahead and add signature. Well, what is a signature? Signature is a timestamp of your identity which is sent to me different mail IDs with your digital signature. It shows the authenticity of your mail. So we will check all these things today. So let's proceed. So if you remember, yesterday I showed these four mails for demonstration. This mail ID I have created for the learning purpose. If you hover your mail on the top of this tab, Google Chrome tab, it will show the name or email account of my mail ID. And these are the three mails to whom I have sent my mail message. You see the mail ID it is showing over there. Okay, so in this sent section, we have also verified that mail has been sent to these three mail IDs. If you open it up, if you click over here, it will show you to CC and BCC by which time, date and time the mail has been sent. And the topic is showing over here. Alright, now we will check the recipient end whether this particular mail message has been received or not. So I'm opening first one, which is the sender. As you can see at the top, those mail which is received in inbox and those mails which is not been read is showing in bold character. So if you check the subject line, it is showing over there. And who has sent a mail? The mail of the sender is being shown over here. You see, mail ID is also reflecting over here. So if you open this mail, you will find the same message as you have seen to the recipients. See, there is no difference. Okay. What additional thing you can see is click over here and you can see who has sent you mail. Obviously, you receive a mail from this ID. To whom it has been sent? It has been sent to you. Other than you, the name of the other recipient is showing in CC. But if you notice, there is no other section, the third section, which is BCC. It's not reflecting here. See, while sending a mail, you have sent a mail to BCC also, but it is not viewed to the person who is sitting in CC and 2. Now, let me check the other two mail IDs also. This email ID has been kept for CC section. So, this was the mail. Click over here. Again, click over here to check the mail IDs. So, the mail sent by G. Amitav 54 has been first sent to person who is in 2 and he has marked a carbon copy to your mail ID. Here also BCC is not reflecting by which time it is sent, what's the date, what was the subject line and what was the topic and the attachment. The same message that you are seeing in two section for OS 91300, the same message you receive at your mail account. Now let's check the third one. Click over the message that is sent by GAmitav54. Click over here, and on right hand side it will show you the preview of the message. So it is also the same message that you are looking over these two mail accounts. There's no difference. Okay. Now what additional thing you can check is the person sitting at BCC can check to whom this mail has been sent. Yes, but these two mail accounts can't see the person who is in BCC. Understood? So this person can see CC person, this person can see 2 person, but this person can see 2 and CC both. But this mail ID, which mail ID? This one, Amitabh. Wait a minute. Yes, Amitabh dot. Sorry, this was the mail account of this one, Amitabh dash Ghosh at hotmail.com. This mail account is not been reflected or seen by these two mail accounts. Okay, so you can say that the person who is setting BCC field can see to whom the mail has been sent and the mail has been marked. But the person who is sitting in 2 and CC's field can't see the person who is sitting in BCC. Okay. Now, why there is a requirement of forwarding an email, replying and forwarding an email. Let's say you send a mail to OS 91300. Now, how do you reply this mail? So, open that mail. On this particular area, curly arrow shows to reply. Other than that, if you click on more, it will show reply to all and reply. The difference between these two is when you click on reply, it will reply the mail to the person who sent you. That means in this case, GAmita54 send you a mail. So if you click on reply, you are going to reply this mail to this particular ID. But if you click on reply to all, the person who is in CC also will receive the reply that you are going to send. So let me show you how. You click on reply to all, click on this section, and it will show you to whom your reply message is going. Let me delete this one, and if I click on reply only, it will show you only the mail ID of that person who sends you a mail. Alright, so let me take this first reply only. So in short, I am writing a short message to this mail ID and I click on send. Now when I click on send, it shows me message sent. So let me check if this person has received a mail or reply from me or not. Let me refresh. See, I got a reply. Thanks, I received a mail. Even if you don't open that mail, a short description will reflect here. So Now you can understand how the mail has been sent and how it has been replied. Now what is the use of forwarding a mail? Now how to forward a mail? Let's say you received a mail from this ID, that is this one. This person sent you a mail. Now you want to forward this response to another ID like this one. You are not going to send a mail, you are forwarding the message, this message which OS 91300 has sent to you. So what you will do, click over here, click on forward. Now when you click on forward, you notice that to whom you are going to send a mail will check from where this mail comes. Like if you scroll down, it will show you that G Amita 54, which is this ID, has sent a mail, and in response OS 91300, which one, this one, has replied this message. So he will receive the original message which has been sent by the sender, and also the sender is giving you response of the second mail ID which he receives as a reply. So click on it. Let's say I'm going to send this message to this ID. Okay, so I remember that ID. Click over here. History is already being shown. Click on send. So I forwarded his message which I received to this mail ID. So now let me check whether I have received a message or not. Click over here. It is loading. See, it is reflecting here. See, it is showing forward message. So G Amita 54 has forwarded OS 913's message which he received. Now did you find the difference between sending a mail and forwarding a mail? Forwarding a mail shows you history of the complete mail, means who is the main sender of the mail, which is G Amita 54, and he forwarded this message of OS 91300 to me. Okay. Our second topic that I have to discuss is how to add signature. Now, what is an email signature? An email signature is a block of text shows your name and contact information. A signature can also contain hyperlink or an image. When you set a signature, it automatically appends at the end of your message. So how you will send a signature, that I am going to show you. In order to set signature, you have to go to settings. On right hand side you will find this gear. Click on the settings, then again click on settings. So under general tab, scroll down at the bottom, you will find signature, append at the end of all outgoing messages. Append means after you write a message in a composed mail where you are going to greet that person like regards with your name, at that section it will reflect your signature. As of now there is no signature, so it is showing no signature. You have to create it. Click on create new, write the signature's name, click on create. So signature section is created. Now I'm going to add my own signature, a picture format. So I click on this section and you will find this icon which shows insert image. Now when you click on insert image, it asks you to upload your signature. Now as because my signature is already reflecting here, so simply I can select this particular section and click on select button to upload. Other option is click on upload and it will ask you select a file from your device. You click on device. When you click on device, it will ask you the location of the file. So in D drive, I have a folder where I have saved this signature. Now when you click on signature or double click on signature, it will upload that image. It will take a little bit time depending on the speed of your internet. See, it came. So while you click, you can set different size of your signature. So I'm going to set this as by default. You can adjust on your own. Once this is done, in signature default, you have to select the name of the signature and the file that you have is going to upload on your compose section. Scroll down, click on save changes. Now it is saved. Now let me check in compose section. Now when you click on compose section, see this, by default whenever you open a new compose or a message box, you will find this default signature. You can adjust according to your choice. You can increase and decrease its size. Write proper email address, subject body, the message that we're going to write over here, and once you are done, click on send. So let me show you again. The more compose message box you open, it will show you different type of signature which is added over here. See, every new compose mail shows you digital signature. Let me delete this one as it is not required now. Okay, so we have learned today how to check the mail that you have received from a sender, then how to forward that mail, and how to add signature to your compose section to send a new mail. Okay students, so tomorrow we are going to discuss this. I'm going to give you this checkpoint to do it on your own. See the lecture video and the pages that I have shared. In the next section, I'm going to show you how to search a mail that is not known to you. What are the methods you can do a search using search box. Then accordingly, I will show you a practical session of time for action. Okay, so see you tomorrow then. Goodbye for now.